The Siege of Constantinople, 1453. Rise of Ottoman cannons, fall of Byzantium. For 1,000 years, Constantinople had stood as the jewel of Byzantium, guarded by the mighty Theodosian walls. Layer upon layer of stone and moat had repelled every invader. To Christendom, it was the last stronghold of Rome. To the Ottomans, it was the prize that would crown an empire. In 1451, a new sultan rose to the Ottoman throne. Mehmed II was only 21, but his ambition was fierce. He swore to capture Constantinople, to make it the capital of his empire, and to inherit not just land, but the legacy of Rome itself. To achieve this, he turned to a Hungarian engineer, Orban, who forged colossal bronze cannons. These monsters hurled stones heavier than oxen, weapons unlike any fortress had ever faced. Inside the city, Emperor Constantine XI prepared to resist. With barely 7,000 defenders, he stood against an enemy of nearly 100,000. Yet he refused to abandon his people, vowing to fight as the last Roman emperor. On April 6, 1453, the cannons thundered. The ground shook as stone balls crashed into the walls. Dust and fire filled the sky. Night after night, the barrages continued. The Byzantines patched the breaches with rubble and earth, but the cracks deepened with every blast. By sea, the defenders still held an advantage until Mehmed launched a daring gamble. His men hauled ships across greased logs overland, dragging them into the Golden Horn. When dawn broke, the Byzantine lookouts saw Ottoman ships inside their harbor. The defenders' last hope of naval superiority was gone. In desperation, the citizens gathered in Hagia Sophia. Under candlelight, Greeks and Latins prayed together in one final liturgy, their voices trembling as cannon fire echoed through the night. Then came May 29th. At dawn, the Ottomans surged forward in waves. Janissaries stormed the breaches as defenders fought hand to hand. Emperor Constantine cast off his crown and threw himself into the fray. He fought as a soldier among soldiers, vanishing into the crush of battle. No man ever saw him fall, but all knew the emperor had died with his city. By mid-morning, the crescent banners rose above the shattered towers. For the first time in 1,000 years, Constantinople was conquered. Mehmed entered Hagia Sophia in awe. Where Christian hymns had echoed hours before, now the call to prayer resounded. The great cathedral was transformed into a mosque, symbol of a new age. The city of Constantine was no more. Istanbul was born. The fall of Byzantium ended an empire that had lasted a millennium and signaled the rise of the Ottomans as rulers of 2 continents. The cannon had spoken. The walls that once seemed eternal had fallen, and with them the last light of Rome was extinguished.